think I'm saying it right, Gloucester, Virginia, at the Chesapeake Bay 1000 Trails campground, RV campground. It's a little cold. It's like 55. It's windy. It rained all night last night, but we're taking Gus for a little walk. And then after this, I think we're going to either go to Deltaville, which is like right on the Chesapeake Bay, and they're having a seafood fest today with some live music. And maybe we'll check out the Pocahontas Museum. So we're just taking Gus around here for a little bit, checking out the campground. It's really quiet here. It's pretty. There are quite a few, looks like permanent sites. And they have some cabins here. Real nice, look like they're pretty new. This is right on the, I'm gonna say it wrong, Piankatank River, which goes into the Chesapeake Bay. Here's a fishing lake. I guess they have two of these.
I think you can rent those.
And I think you can rent these boats. But you can maybe see the cabins over there in the middle of the frame. They're on the other side of the lake. And then the river is off to our left.
So the 1000 Trails campground system, we actually got 30 nights of it for free when we bought our RV, so we figured we'd give it a shot. We don't have any too close to us. It's only specific campgrounds, and so this is one of the closer ones to us. You pick a region, and then I think that you just call and reserve a spot. You can't do it until 60 days in advance. And
yeah, that sounds right.
it guarantees you a site at the campground, but the way that it works is that when you drive into the campground, you pick any spot, whatever's open, and then you go to the ranger station and let them know what spot you picked. So when we drove up here last night, we didn't get in until probably 8 o'clock. We had a lot of traffic.
It was like 7:30, 8 o'clock. It was getting dark.
Some bad roads getting here that were really windy and narrow for the RV, but Eric's a great driver, so when we made it here, we picked B3. It's not a bad site, easy to get into, and we just told them what spot we wanted. So whenever you come here, you don't know what spot you're getting. It's $3 extra for 50 amp service at this campground. They have a lot of 30, a lot of 50, a lot of tent sites, electric water only. There's some right here. So you just pretty much pick your own site, which is the first time we've ever done that we've ever not had.
Yeah, it was a little tricky driving around where it was almost dark, and then
raining.
It was raining, and then we were like, okay, we need to find a decent 50 amp site to hook up at for the night. So it was tricky, and we felt like we were kind of rushed last night, but we did it.
But that's how the campground works. I don't know, we might stay at a couple other 1000 Trail ones since we have 30 nights. I think we picked the southeast region. There's a spot in Williamsburg we might check out later in the summer.
Yep.
This is the Chesapeake Bay one. Quite a few others. But like I said, it is just tricky because when you make the reservation, you can only do it 60 days in advance, and you have no idea if, I guess, your site is going to be large enough for your camper. So that's why we're hesitant to book a lot of them, especially for a holiday weekend.
Yeah, that's true. You don't know what you're going to get, 30, 50 amp. Well, I guess you can get a 30 or 50, but it's just nice to have a 50, especially in summertime. You get both the AC units running and whatever else you want to plug in the camper.
Can't beat with camping all weekend for $6, and
yeah, that's true.
we asked them about a late checkout tomorrow because it's actually going to be sunny, and they said no problem at all. So
yeah, late checkout's no big deal. They really don't enforce that, they said, because I guess you're just driving around to pick a spot. Your site isn't specifically reserved, so it's kind of cool. Yeah. So we're going to take advantage of the nice weather tomorrow. So today it's like 55, and tomorrow it's going to be near 80. So I know the girls who want to, get out and ride their bikes. We're going to want to walk around, check out the river a little bit more. But I think today we're going to go do some of the sites around here. And tomorrow's Mother's Day, so it's all fun.
All right, we've hit the road. We're on our way to get some lunch. We're going to Lula Birds for lunch, and then we are going to, I hope it's going to be pretty tasty, and then we're going to take off and check out the Village Blacksmith. I think that should be a lot of fun. And then hopefully we'll catch the tail end of the Deltaville Seafood Festival. It's until 5 o'clock, and hopefully maybe by then the sun will come out. But lunch, and then the blacksmith, and then the seafood festival, and then we're going to go from there. Dinner's in the camper tonight, and that is the plan for the day.
It's going to be sweet.
historic landmarks.
Look at these guys. These were Confederate soldiers in the Civil War, and that's a picture of them in front of that. Is that cool?
Oh, there's the visitor center and gift shop. Should we check it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Maddie.
Gift shop.
Gift shop.
The jail is probably gonna
That is the old jail, right?
That's the old jail.
I guess they said it had 4 rooms, and then in the 20s they built these little side buildings here, and they had it segregated. So one side was for colored, he said, and the other side was for whites. And then they desegregated it and they made men and women's bathrooms. So, yes. So yeah, this was the debtor's jail. So he said what would happen is during the day you were allowed to go to work, so they let you out of jail, you'd go to work, and then you'd come back here and you'd have to sleep here until your debt was paid off. Isn't that crazy?
That doesn't sound
And he
fun.
said there were horrible conditions. You'd sleep on straw, it was probably stunk, it was men and women mixed together, so.
And there's a nice visitor center. We just went in there and talked to
Great
the
visitor
gentleman there,
center.
and they are like renovating it. They're making it very
Yeah, and I guess they're eventually going to renovate all these old buildings. There's nothing in there,
can't go
Riley.
in
You
the
can't get in. I
jail.
think they're going to eventually
They're gonna eventually
redo it. And here at the beginning of April, there's a huge daffodil festival, which I guess is pretty cool. And they fill this courtyard full of vendors, and there are daffodils all over the place. So maybe we'll check it out sometime next year.
What are daffodils?
They're little yellow flowers that pop up in the spring. They're like some of the first flowers that come up. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that sounds pretty.
Deltaville Maritime Museum Visitor Center. It's pretty cool.
That's right.
Now we're going to drive down to the end of Route 33 and check out the bay. It's like